Ito, the fact that she declared this early, itong si Vice President Sara Duterte, of course, meron siya siguro yung nakikitang advantages, and of course, in terms of seizing the narrative in the context of the impeachment. Pero at the same time, ano yung nakikita mong epekto nito doon sa mga naghahanap ng pantapat laban sa kanya? Kunwari itong legit opposition. Mas mapapadali ba yung kanilang proseso? Mamamadali ba sila? For instance, itong si Narisa Ontiveros, Pam Aquino, Lenny Robredo, yung mga pinklawan tsaka mga dilawan.
Dapat magmadali sila. In fact, that's the double-sided coin I was talking about earlier. On one hand, it consolidates her base, reframes the narrative, hangs a negative on her critics. That's one side of the coin, di ba? Natakot yung mga congressmen and senators who are going to ultimately vote, di ba, decide her fate. But the other side of the coin is that dapat kung talagang may sakit ng salita ko, maybe I should I want that back. Dapat kung may silbi man sila, di ba? Dapat ma-realize nila ngayon na yung oras para kalimutan na yung mga papogian, yung mga bangayan, ideology fighting. So in fact that's my number one. That's one of my 5 di ba, sa playbook. I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of Moneyball, Ian. Familiar ka ba dun sa concept ng Moneyball?
Hindi eh.
There's a wonderful movie. I suggest to the Fox Natics. You watch it. It stars Brad Pitt.
Then, alam ko yung movie pero hindi ko siya napanood.
Okay, Moneyball is a concept in baseball wherein that revolutionized professional baseball kasi they turned it into an exact science. So hindi sila humahanap ng star player. Ang ginawa nila, they came up with a completely math-based and database system na everybody has a unique role. Alam nila yung moving parts. Hindi lang sila nagda-draft or nagde-trade based on star players in terms of overall skill. Dapat yan ang gawin ng opposition. Play Moneyball. Walang star player, walang pabida. Everyone has a distinct role. Pick one and then assign roles to everybody else. But pick one for crying out loud. Pick one already. And then, dapat i-assign ninyo ultimately to do the math, yung tinatawag nating race to zero. So, geographically, titignan mo, saan malakas to, saan ano yung voter base nito, anong age range, ano yung gender base nito, sino yung malakas sa matanda, sino yung malakas sa bata, sino yung magaling gumawa ng activations. So, merong roles yan behind one consolidated, ideally, in an ideal world. Tama na yan. Tama na yung mga banat na yan. In an ideal world, kailangan
wala dito si Edu Manzanas eh. Sigurado babanat
kailangan may isang kandidato talaga. And everybody else plays Moneyball. That's what the opposition should be doing right now. This is parang ice bucket challenge to. Dapat nabuhusan na sila ng ice water sa ulo. Na sila, they were jolted away from their intellectual, moral high horsery. Dapat ma-realize na nila yun ngayon.
Okay. Pero how optimistic are you that could happen?
You know what? I remain a silver lining kind of guy. Maybe it will happen. I think naman, sana naman, kasi at the end of the day, hindi lang naman lahat naman may mga, I'm sure may mga campaign strategists din sila, na nagsasabi sa kanila and showing them the real actual numbers. In a 5-way race, Sara Duterte, you might as well bring her to the palace. In a 4-way race, you might as well bring Sara Duterte to the palace. There's math behind it. Just looking at the percentages of the base, diba? They're at maybe 30 to 35% of the electorate versus 15 to 23%. So that alone should already tell you, in a multi-cornered race, almost sure win si Sara Duterte. So kailangan mag-consolidate, 'di ba? And you're not going to have cannibalism unless another Duterte-aligned candidate runs for the presidency, which doesn't seem to be as prevalent as the so-called united opposition who are all eyeing the prize. Diba? Follow that playbook. Tinan mo, yung mga Duterte allies, alam nila na si Inday. Alam nila, she's the, diba? Yan ang queen. Everybody else surrounds, castles the queen. Diba? Dapat ganon. Play Moneyball, opposition.
Kasama yata rin kasama yun sa sa discipline ng rabid following, hindi ba? Alam natin kung sino yung
Yes, di ba?
Yung Queen Bee, alam natin kung sino yan.
Alam natin, di ba? So it's really that. That's what the opposition should be doing.
Okay. So speaking of the opposition, no? So mas may chance ba yan kung one-on-one?
I'm not saying my dream scenario. Lilinawin ko. I have to be objective in facts first. Diba? I have to be that guy. I'm wearing my objective campaign strategist hat. If you were in the opposition, kung halimbawa pro-opposition ka or anti-Duterte ka, your dream scenario would look like, your absolute dream scenario would look like VP Inday for president, kalaban niya si Senator Bongo for president. Para at least may cannibalism doon. And then a united opposition plus administration candidate. So three-cornered race, may cannibalism sila.
Okay. Pero
pag nabaliktad yung equation na yon, si Sara lang mag-isa tapos two opposition candidates or two administration candidates, patay na. Just give her the presidency.
Pero kunwari, Sara Duterte tapos isang solid candidate by the real opposition.
I would absolutely predicate that on kasi may ano yan ang tinatawag dyan, di ba, the ceiling problem, di ba? There's a ceiling problem. Dyan lalabas ang halaga, the very, very important essential role of the running mate. Yun ang dyan lalabas yung running mate. So I said it earlier already. Sasabihin ko na naman. Here I am being very controversial. If you got, for example, a real crusader type candidate, ethical, principled crusader na may proven track record to run for 01, to run for president. Tapos ang kanyang vice president ay isang popular gut candidate that has mass appeal. Then you can shift the discussion to acts of daily living, trabaho, edukasyon, plataforma. That's how you're going to beat the Duterte juggernaut. Diba? If you get... Go ahead, brother.
Okay.
You're gonna put names, aren't you?
Okay, ano na ako. Nakalma na ako. Okay, gusto ko lagyan ng mukha o pangalan yung mga binabanggit mo kanina eh. So, ang pumasok sa utak ko, no? Leni Robredo and Erwin Tulfo?
Absolutely. I'm gonna get flamed for that, but yeah, absolutely. So you take away from the mass, because yan, you break the ceiling problem. Versus, for example, if you got a Risa Ontiveros and Leni Robredo, ceiling problem. They're basically analogs of each other. Yeah. Bam Aquino and Risa Ontiveros, or Risa Ontiveros and Bam Aquino, ceiling problem. You're talking to the same people. You're not increasing your voter population base, diba? But if you had a Leni Robredo, principled crusader type candidate, proven track record in LGU, by the way, type ng botanteng Pilipino. Think Digong, think ERAP, di ba? Nag-mayor yan, di ba? So, yeah. Ethical, principled candidate plus a running mate that has absolute mass appeal and is his own brand. I think if properly shaped, molded, and if you math the hell out of it, yeah, that can potentially derail a Duterte train.
If